Bonjour, welcome back to Friday's Tip with Michelle. Today I wanted to talk about finishes. So quite often the question I get is, what finish should I go with once I finish painting my piece? And honestly, that really all depends on the type of finish you're after. Most people fluctuate between lacquer and wax. Now we have clear wax, high gloss lacquer and a matte lacquer as well. Plus you've got all your other waxes, but we'll keep it simple today and just talk about the clear wax and the lacquer. Now both are awesome finishes, and both will give you incredible results, but both serve different purposes to a point. While they both finish your piece and will protect it, wax takes a longer cure time, so usually 3 to 4 weeks before it's fully cured, whereas lacquer is usually 7 days to maybe 2 weeks before it's fully cured and good to go without protection. Also, they will give you slightly different looks. I actually have a piece here to show you that I've done. Wax, if you just put it on and wipe it off, will give you a beautiful matte buttery finish. I have done this piece in a high gloss lacquer so you can see the difference. So I'm hoping you can see the difference. You can see this little bit in the middle looks completely different. This is chalk paint, unwaxed and unlacquered. On this side, on the right side, we have, this is Giverny, by the way. You might have seen me paint this piece in one of my reels, but we have the gloss lacquer on this side, and you can see it gives a beautiful shine, and it's lovely, and it really does look beautiful. And then over on this side, I've used clear wax, just simple clear wax. That's that one. And I did this a few days ago, so they're both holding up really well, given it's only been a few days. And if I tilt it, you can see the difference. You can also see the difference that, so if I cover the wax and just focus on this, so here we have untreated and then we have sealed. I should say unsealed, not untreated. And here we have the lacquer. You can see it's got a beautiful sheen. The color looks deeper and richer. And here, where it is unsealed, it's still got that real chalky finish because it hasn't been sealed. So you don't have to seal a piece, but it protects your paint. Now on this side, we have the wax. And if I just cover some of that lacquer, you can see it's much more matte. I find the wax personally enriches the color more than the lacquer. So while the lacquer brings out the color, I personally find, this is what I find it brings out the lacquer and gives it a beautiful sheen. I find that the clear wax actually deepens the color and enriches the color and just brings an extra beauty to it. So that's pretty straightforward, is what I wanted to say. So it really is a personal preference as to whether you want a lacquer, which, like I said, you've got a curing time, a much shorter curing time before it's 100% protected, or wax, which I use 99% of the time on my personal pieces and pieces I do for the store. And while it does have that longer curing time, it cures beautifully and everything is 100% protected. Excuse me, I'm tripping over my tongue today, it's Friday. So it's a personal preference, and that really is just up to you. So I'm just going to turn it to see the light difference, different angles. So again, we've got gloss lacquer here, wax over here, and nothing in the middle section. I'm just going to bring that a little bit closer so you can see. And you see how the lacquer reflects as well, because it's got that beautiful gloss sheen to it, whereas the matte absorbs the light but keeps that beautiful, depth of color to it. So yes, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. This is short and sweet, simply because Instagram doesn't like it when I waffle on for too long, and I probably already have. And we do have clear wax and lacquer in matte and gloss in store, and the link is in the bio, but I'll post it below as well. And so next time that you can't decide, maybe grab yourself a piece of trim from Bunnings, paint it up, and do some swatches and see what look you like. This is a good way to do it because it's cheap. You don't have to do a whole piece and then go, oh no, I'm not really happy with all that sheen, and then strip it back and start again. Go get some trim from Bunnings, paint it up, or I just tape the bit in the middle with some frog tape so that I've got the separation, you can see. And then do your gloss and do your, do your gloss lacquer or matte lacquer, and do your clear wax, and see which look you actually prefer on this size first before going in on a whole piece of furniture. That's going to save you a lot of time if you do change your mind. And if you're undecided, sit with it for a few days, put it up on the wall. As I'm not on the wall, but you can see the way the light hits it. So if you put it where you're going to have it in a room, you'll see the way the light hits it through the day, and it changes, and you'll know for a certainty which way you want to go. So that's just my recommendation, and we've probably waffled way too long now. So thank you for rejoining me for Friday's tip with Michelle. I hope it's been helpful. Like I said, short and sweet. I've got to keep them short and sweet until I can go live, which I can on Facebook now. So next week I might do a live over there. But for Instagram, I've still got to edit and upload that way. But hope you enjoyed it. Gloss lacquer or clear wax, up to you. Next time I might even show you the difference of the different waxes, so that's something to think about. If you've got any suggestions for Friday's tip, if there's anything you want to know, drop your comments below and let me know, and I'm happy to cover it. Okay, have a good night, have a good weekend, and I will see you soon. A bientôt.